All right, good afternoon. Welcome back here to Trader Minute. Great to have you aboard. You see me filling in some stuff here for the challenge, and I have not made these trades yet. But we have 3 entry triggers, and we're just a little bit early right now, about 3 minutes early, and we'll then jump in and make these trades. But you can see what I'm going to be trading here as I start to fill things in with FCX and NFLX. And I'll just continue to fill these in while I'm waiting here, just to verify, 100% that these are going to be the signals. And I know I'm on just a touch early here. There we go. All right, and I'm not 100% sure on the number of contracts there. That's approximately what I'm looking at there on each of them. All right. So we'll go out and trade here in just a moment. Triple M is also on this list. I'll mention that in a little bit here. But after sorting them, Netflix and FCX are going to be the ones that I trade here with it. All right. All right, good afternoon. Welcome back here to Trader Minute. Great to have you aboard. I've been on just a little bit early, filling in a little bit for the spreadsheet on what's going to happen here, but have 3 signals on the board right now: Netflix, FCX, and Triple M. All 3 triggering bullish here, and so going to go out and trade Netflix and FCX. And so let's get to it. It's been nice to see Netflix pull back just a little bit here, yeah. So let's start with Netflix. I'm going to go buy one contract of the 20th of December, 20th of December 295 call, and just picking up one of these. It'll be just over $1,000 here for it. Stock's ticking on down here, so we'll see if I can get 1080 for that contract. Maybe not. Let's go change that to a market order. That's what I get for trying to do a limit order on Friday afternoon. All right, 1090 is my fill price there. 1090 on the 20th of December, 295 call. And let me make sure the alert goes out here for Netflix here. And then we'll go get some FCX. And again, that was just one contract on the 20th of December. 20th of December, 295 call. Okay. Perfect. Stock price here, 294.65. Let me get that in here. $294.65. The option price $10.90. We'll go fill in our exit dates here in just a little bit. All right, now let's go jump into some FCX here and make this one happen. Let's see. I'm just double checking the contract number here on it, just to make sure that just to make sure that we're all good there. All right. Well, let's go do it. So FCX, in the 20th of December, I was looking at these 11 calls. They've jumped a penny here, but still going to do 20 contracts of them. And let's go do it. And I'm just going to do a market order, about 1,300 into it at 66 cents. Okay. So 20 contracts at 66 cents of the 20th of December, 11 calls on FCX. Okay. All right. And the stock price here on FCX is 11.22. So we'll get that in here as well. Okay. There we go. All right. So I'm in FCX, in Netflix, waiting for the thumbs up on the alerts. Perfect. Looks like the alerts went out and off and going. So let's get our auto exit dates in here. So our red exit date for both of these positions, the auto exit dates are going to be the same. Our red is the 20th, so 11-20. Now, we do have the Thanksgiving holiday coming in here in the U.S. Next week. I believe it's next week, right? They all start to run together here. And let's see here. Yep, I'm a little early. So Thanksgiving on the 28th. My apologies there. So our red exit date will go to the 25th of November. So 11-25 p.m. And there we go. Let's get our deltas and everything else in here. Market vibe here today is 7 bullish. It jumped a couple points here today. So still in that nice little bullish territory. We haven't done anything unusual or done anything different that would have to note here with it. But FCX, our delta is 1166, and then Netflix is 51. So 1156. And 51. Our Vegas here, 27 and 36. And our theta here is 14 and 15. Okay. There we go. And those are off and rolling. All right. I'm being told that there was an issue with the Netflix text alert. FCX text alert went just fine, but it looks like FCX is fine. Netflix alert had an issue here, so they are looking at that here for me. Okay. All right, but in both of those and running here, and let me dot my last I. All right, so we have just over 1,000, well, about 1,100 into Netflix and about 1,300 into FCX. So that leaves us with 360 in cash. So not enough cash for another position, but we're not 100% all in here. Now let's take a look at these. Here's FCX. The sell-off that it had here this week, created that downside crossover that we saw yesterday, which is allowing for the upside crossover today, which is nice to see there. And this is one where we're looking for about a 90-cent jump, a push back up here just above 12, which would be kind of the July levels there. Personally, I think it could could surpass that depending on kind of how some things play out. And then Netflix had the nice kind of 2-day drop here on the Disney news, has popped right back up to this 295 level. That has been resistance here. But we have signals suggesting that we're ready to break this. I would not be surprised to see it push all the way up to the 200-day moving average, which is up here around 330. And that would be very nice to see. But, nice little kind of V-shaped whipsaw action here on Netflix, this week, and the fresh 3-7 crossover giving us a nice little signal there to get into. Now, Triple M also has a bullish signal on it here today with the 3-7 crossover. And I chose not to trade this. The option spreads are a little bigger there for it. And, just the way the allocations would work. It's similar to Netflix in terms of the sorting method. And it's similar to FCX in the sorting method. So it really just came down to option value here. With Triple M, so did not go get into that. Now, we do have a lot of crossover action out there. These are the three that qualified as signals, but we have bearish or downside crossover action on Procter & Gamble, which has had kind of this upside, downside, upside action, and nothing there on it here today. But, in terms of a signal, we have Comcast, which has had a nice little reversal on it here today. This is a stock I think has some serious issues going forward. But we talked a little bit about those this morning. And then we have GOLD, which, we continue to see this show up on the scans, upside, downside, upside. It shows up on them 2-3 times a week nowadays. And, none of them have created a signal, and really we've just seen the stock, kind of just stay put. No real trend associated with it. So those are the downside signals. Nothing really there on them. And then on the bullish crossovers, you can see there are quite a few. There's in here's Triple M, there's Netflix, and in our FCX here. We also saw Chipotle. I was hoping Chipotle would trigger. It just didn't. Here, let me show you what it looks like. I'd love to go trade some Chipotle, but this dip has just been a little too much. It needs a higher low to come in, to be tradable there. But Alibaba, EOG, Johnson & Johnson, which, was on the downside list yesterday, and today, flying on higher here. But has the same issue as it had yesterday in terms of that consolidation risk. So not jumping into it. Coca-Cola with a nice little 3-7 crossover, but same issue as Chipotle Mexican Grill there with it. So anyway, going to run here into the close with Netflix, with FCX, and we'll have those going into the new week here next week. Okay. Alrighty. Thanks for hopping on. Have yourselves a fantastic weekend, and we'll talk to you on Monday. Take care.